Other news, the Baltimore Orioles are releasing, or they actually already have released, the documentary for their 2023 season where they won 101 games.
So part of me does think this is hilarious.
What is your take on this? On the Orioles, because remind you, they won 101 games, won the AL East, and they've been bad for a while.
I know.
They won the division, and then they got swept in the playoffs. Oh, no, did they get swept?
No.
They did not get swept.
They didn't get swept, but they lost.
They lost in the playoffs. So, what is your take on the documentary that they dropped called 101?
Well, I haven't seen it yet. I know we're going to watch the trailer in a second. Spoiler if you're watching this episode.
Should we just play it now, too, before we get into it?
Yeah. Actually, let's go ahead and watch the trailer.
We got the trailer.
Have you watched it yet?
I have not.
Okay, cool.
But I'm about to play it.
Most important thing we will cover tonight is the Baltimore Orioles.
The AL East this year, one of the best and deepest divisions in the history of baseball. And it's the Orioles that are leading that division. How are they this good?
2023, baby. Vamos.
I felt like the division was over in 2 weeks. Nobody's catching Tampa.
And it is way out of here. Oh, my heavens.
We've been going to battle in tight ball games all season. We've had to earn every win we've gotten.
They've won games that they don't deserve to win. They're going to slide down, and they're going to be fortunate to be the third wild card team in the American League.
Are people going to learn to stop criticizing Mike Elias? Ever?
Time to turn your clocks back to mountain time.
Mullins pulled up.
Yeah, I think he hurt a quad.
And Felix Bautista's going to leave this game.
I was sitting in the stands, I saw the injury, and I'm like, oh no, we're kind of screwed.
This will be 4 losses in a row for the Orioles, which would tie a season-high losing streak.
Nobody said this was going to be easy.
There is panic in the air in Baltimore. Panic that this thing is slipping away.
When you have seasons like this, players show up that you haven't anticipated when you map it out in spring training.
John Means is back atop the hill for the first time in 517 days. Mullins! He got it! Be serious! Oh my God! He cannot have just done that! Oh! He cannot have just done that!
You look at this team, and they believe when they walk in the door every day, you have no shot of beating us.
Taylor's going 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. It's a fair ball. It's down the left field line. It's going to roll to the sidewall. And Taylor loses the helmet. He's around third. He's going to score. This game is tied. This game is tied. This game is tied.
It's kind of one of those things like, how can you not be romantic about baseball?
So that was the Orioles documentary 101 that's on YouTube now.
How can you not be romantic about baseball? I don't know. He sold me. I was like, oh my God, yeah, I know.
Is that what you were about to say?
I was like, wow, you're right.
So the only thing I would like to see more in that documentary that they didn't put in the trailer was I wanted the sprinkler. There's a guy in like the outfield that
I've seen this.
Squirts water everywhere.
Yeah.
Where was he at?
No,
I need him.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, like, no, I've seen it. I didn't see him now.
So what's your take? Now that we watched the trailer and you know what it's about.
Look. It's a little dramatic. Look.
I was going to say the same thing. they did a good job at making it really dramatic. The music did it.
And here's the thing. I'm not going to be a hypocrite here, okay? Because when I am a Florida State Seminole and when the Florida State Seminoles won the national championship, you better believe there was a documentary that came out that was about...
But that's the national championship.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. So, like, this is where I was going. I was like, yeah, we did actually, though, win the national championship. So, and obviously we don't mean this year because that was stolen from us. But, yeah, like that's what it just... I know, man. Because, like...
You have ideas?
Because I want to say, bro, really? Like, part of me is like, y'all, for real? But at the same time, I get where they're coming from. They've been shit for so long, and they're just happy. Like, the fans are just happy, and I don't want to take that from them, even though I think it's really corny.
I will say my initial thoughts were, what?
Right.
But then I was like, actually, no. I was like, no, this is really cool. I was like, this is actually really cool. This is something that is good for like their fan base and Orioles fans. That was a great season. They won 101 games and won the AL East.
And look, if they came out with a documentary about like any of my teams for this season, you better. I will watch it 3 times.
As a baseball fan, I'm gonna watch it too, just because it's like a maybe hopefully they have like a behind the scenes look.
I'd be interested
of
in
the
that.
season,
yeah.
and just to relive it again. I mean, it was a great season. So at first I was like, what? And then I was like, actually, nah, yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
I mean, the editing is great, but it does really feel like it does feel a little bit like
it's but no, it's definitely cool. I think it's cool. I'm thumbs up in this one. I like that.
No, I'm happy for them. Like, I won't take it.
I did want to say I saw something on Twitter that I thought was funny, because the initial reaction from a lot of the comments were obviously people
Probably
trolling
a lot like this, yeah.
Trolling like a whole documentary to like go one and done in the playoffs, like, and then I saw an Oakland A's fan say like, I was gonna talk crap about this, and then I remembered my favorite movie is about a team that lost in a division series, just like the Orioles.
What movie is that?
He's talking about Moneyball, the Oakland A's.
Oh,
that's his favorite movie, and it's all about a team that had a great regular season, and then they lost in a division series. So yeah,
you can make. I mean,
it was a great
good stories don't end just because you lose. Yep. You know, there's tons of things that happen in the middle of the season
Sounds
that make
like a loser right there to me.
I just don't want to yuck someone's yum. Is that what they say? Look,
I've been hearing that lately. What the hell is that?
Oh, that's been around for a while.
I'm mad I'm not on that lingo.
That's
I got to get on that.
Yeah, that's been around for a while. I think that's like Southern mom lingo.
Yeah, you don't want to yuck their yum.
I don't want to yuck their yum, but at the same
that
time, you know, whatever, Orioles, do your thing. How about this? If you put out this documentary, don't come back next year shitty. You better be good next year.
You better win a series.
Yeah, if I'm an Oriole fan and then you do this, like you have a good season and then you make this documentary and you come back and you are not good, like we're gonna have some problems. So keep it going, guys. I believe in you.
I agree with that. Really cool though. I really want to watch it.
I'll watch it after the trailer. I think I'll watch it. I mean, how can you not be romantic about baseball?
This also had me thinking too, just like in terms of like video production for baseball, right? That's really cool to see a documentary, kind of like something that is a movie, so to say, a docuseries or a documentary about baseball. It's like that's something that a fan like myself is gonna watch. Maybe you might watch it.
Yeah,
if you're sports fans probably watch that kind of stuff. I don't think casual. You'll watch it.
I would watch it, yeah.
But I don't think like a regular Joe would watch.
Well, you know, it's because I'm not a baseball geek, but I am a geek about operations of large corporations. I think that's really interesting. So I'd be interested in the behind the scenes that was going on, like what they had to deal with.
I wanted to bring up, because we talked about it a little bit last week about how to grow baseball's popularity. Something that's really cool with the NFL is Hard Knocks, NFL films.
Yes.
Why does baseball, and I looked it up, they used to put out a World Series film every year, I guess. And I saw something on Twitter. I don't know if it's true that the year that they stopped doing it is the year the Rangers won. I think it was like a Rangers fan. Like, of course they stopped doing it the year.
Wow. Okay.
But like, that's really cool. They should, and I'm mad because why have I not seen, like, I feel like that's something,
even know that was
as
a
a
thing.
Baseball fan, that should be in my pause. That should like be in front of my face for me to see.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm a fan. I should be able to get easy access to the MLB films, like World Series thing. Like, why don't we have that?
Well,
that just came to my head. We need that.
What's that Netflix series? It's like Untold Stories or like whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, ESPN. They did it on Tebow. Like but
they also
do that
did,
for baseball though.
They also did one on like Manny Tua or whatever his name was. Manti Te'o.
Yeah. Manny Tuar.
I was like, I was trying to like, what the fuck is that guy's name?
Manny Tuar.
Teo.
No, those are really cool.
Because
they're really cool.
Like, it doesn't always have to be like, you can't tell me that there's not really interesting things happening with the players, even if they're not on the team that's won.
I would love to see a baseball version of Hard Knocks that follows a team during spring training.
That would be really cool, actually.
Like MLB, if NFL is the top, which it is in terms of their content, and I know we have, problems with the scarcity because NFL has 17 games, and we talked about it. We have so many games, so obviously. But there's nothing stopping you from making a Hard Knock MLB version, like for spring training. There's nothing stopping you guys from doing that.
I mean, there's a lot that goes on.
Money probably might be stopping them from doing that.
Yeah,
but they got money.
It would also be interesting to follow like decisions around, like free agent stuff, either from the player like all the stuff that goes on with negotiation and stuff. But I'm sure
I think it's probably harder to get that.
They can't play that for like money,
Yeah, for
money and negotiation.
Yeah, personal
I get
stuff.
that. Yeah.
But like, to see like Hard Knocks goes into the front office, they cut people. Like, it'd be cool to have that see that unfold in the baseball way. Like you see guys show up to camp. You see guys go from where they're living to camp. You see it's a mishmash of minor leaguers and major leaguers. Minor leaguers who get the invite. It'd be cool to see. That's all I wanted to say and got in my head. I want to see some Hard Knocks MLB because I'd be tuned into that. Also, the NHL even has stuff like Quest for the Cup.
Right.
It's like a docu-series that comes out in live time during the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Right.
It's like, where's MLB's version of that for our playoffs? It would be awesome.
I mean, any of these major league teams, regardless of the sport, they're being filmed all the time. Like, there's people there that are documenting what is going on.
We need to see it.
Yeah, just show us.
Show us.
Together.
Yeah, okay.
Tell me what you're drinking, we can go pour one. Tell me what you're thinking, we can have some more fun. I know that you said you don't think of me, but what you're doing now